Hey everybody, welcome to Face the Music. Look, if you're not a subscriber, do me a favor, reach over, hit that subscribe button, join this big family. Let's keep all this great music alive together. While you're there, set up your notifications so whenever I drop a new episode, you'll be among the first to find out. Okay, so today, super excited again because I'm going to go back and revisit that great band, Sabaton. Now, I've done 2 songs from this band so far. I've done The Last Stand, and the last one, the recent one, was Christmas Truce. Fantastic songs, both of them. And I really want to say, first of all, let me just say I really appreciate all of you guys who made comments in the comment section of both videos, really, but especially of Christmas Truce, where you guys were talking about here's recommendations, and I'm pretty sure, like I said, these recommendations were probably very similar, or the same recommendations for both videos. But on all other songs that I ought to really be checking out from this band, these guys are fantastic. And I want to tell you this right now. It has been super hard for me not to go and check out other music from this band outside of the 2 songs that I've done on this channel, because I wanted to make sure that the reactions are authentic, that they're actually first-time reactions for you guys on the songs that you guys are recommending for me to check out from them. But so today I'm going to be checking out one of those recommendations. Again, a lot of great recommendations, a lot of songs that you guys want to see, but there was one song that I noticed that was a recurring theme with a lot of recommendations, and that was this song that we're checking out today called No Bullets Fly. Again, from what I understand, these guys actually take a lot of historical events and they create songs based off of all those historical events. So basically all their songs are really commentary really on historical events and things that's happened in the past, and I really think that is a fantastic idea. It's one of those ways that, and I'm sure there's probably going to be some things that's going to be coming up that either I don't know about, maybe, a lot of other viewers maybe don't know about in terms of historical context, or maybe there's going to be some other things about those events that maybe I just didn't know, that maybe from these songs, maybe I'll learn some things, from them. And that's probably what their design is, the band, when they create these songs and so forth. But again, the songs that I've heard so far from them, which have been the 2 that I mentioned before, fantastic. I'm really looking forward to going forward and just just visiting more with these guys. But today, I was recommended to check out this. I guess it's an animated video of an event that happened called No Bullets Fly. So no more talking. Let's go ahead and get right into it. I've been told, by the way, before I go any further, that this is going to be a very emotional song, as with some of the other recommendations. So when I did the Christmas Truce, it ended up being one, like I said, it was my first time reaction. Didn't expect what was happening there. I tell you, that was a fantastic video, so I'm expecting some great stuff here, and I'm sure it will be. So let's go ahead and get into it. Sabaton, No Bullets Fly.
It's December the 20th, 1943, and in the freezing air high above Germany, 2nd Lieutenant Charles Charlie Brown is at the controls of his B-17F, ye old pub. At 11:30, approaching the target of the Focke-Wulf plant near Bremen, the pub is rocked as 4 explosions go off right in front of the B-17. A cry comes across the intercom. "We're hit!" In the plexiglass nose, a huge hole had been made and icy cold wind was being blown inside, making freezing conditions for the crew. Engine 2 had been hit, and co-pilot Spencer Pinky Luke let out an expletive as he noticed a huge hole in the right wing. Releasing their bombs over the factory, the crew turned to the north, planning to head over the coast, then turn west for home. With one engine out and engine 4 now faulty, the pub started to fall back from the formation with another damaged plane. Sam Blackie Blackford in the ball turret watched as it disappeared into a cloud bank. There was an orange flash in the cloud. "Bandits!" Eckie shouted as 5 BF-109s streaked from the cloud bank. Then another cry. "Bandits!" as 8 FW-190s were spotted in formation ahead of the pub. Sergeant Bertram Frenchy Coulomb in the turret shot the 190 out of the sky. The navigator, Al Doc Sadek, took out the second. Pinky reported that engine 3 had been hit. That left just one engine at full power. The BF-109s attacked the pub from behind, swarming all over. But due to the cold wind running through the pub, most of the guns were frozen. In a turn now, the pub was repeatedly hit, taking extreme damage and killing the tail gunner. A shell penetrated and exploded near the waist gunners, injuring the crew and creating a huge hole. The oxygen supply was taken out and the pub spun towards the ground. With the crew unconscious due to lack of oxygen, the B-17 fell for 4 miles. Charlie started to come around. and grabbed the controls, pulling back as the plane continued to fall. 5,000 feet, 4,000 feet, 3,000 feet. Just moments from hitting the earth, the plane pulled up, almost scraping the trees as it did.
That was intense. I don't think I've ever heard that story before. That was crazy. Wow.
From down below, one enemy spotted. So hurry up, rearm and refuel. But through the bombers damage that dream. See wounded men scared to the bone. Look to the right and then look again. And see the enemy in the eye. No bullets fly, spared by his mercy. Escorted out of harm's way. Fly, fighting fair is the code of the air. Brothers, heroes, foes. Killing machine, thunder in the sky. Flying home. Killing machine, send goodbye to the cross. See the sun. Life 2 times a day to save an unknown enemy. Let's go to safety out of the kill zone. A short salute, then get hard and blind. Fighting fair is the code of the air. Brothers, heroes, foes. Killing machine, thunder in the sky. Flying home. Send goodbye to the cross, see the sun.
Just escorted him. Didn't even try to shoot him out of the sky. That is excellent. Wow.
The story was kept secret until 1986, when Brown started the search for the German pilot who had shown mercy on that December day all those years ago. In 1990, Brown received a letter from a man named Stigler, who was living in Canada. Stigler explained that he had been the pilot of the German fighter who had escorted Ye Olde Pub.
Wow.
This video is of their first meeting.
Franz, what were your feelings when you met again for the first time?
I was so happy as we met that I dropped him and hugged him. Was it easy?
The fact that he risked his life really in many ways, and I wrote him in a letter. I said, if you made a habit of feeling sorry for bomber crews, flag up alongside them, I am sure that you were shot down many times. But it was not only the audacity that he came up to us and then recognizing the threat. If someone had seen him and reported him, It could have been a death sentence.
Friends gifted Charlie
Sure,
a book,
yeah.
and inside the inscription read, "In 1940, I lost my only brother as a night fighter. On the 20th of December, 4 days before Christmas, I had the chance to save a B-17 from her destruction. A plane so badly damaged, it was a wonder that she was still flying. The pilot, Charlie Brown, is for me as precious as my brother was. Thanks, Charlie. Your brother Franz." In 2008, within a few months of each other, the two firm friends went on their final journey. Franz Stigler never got the Knight's Cross, but as he always said, he got something better.
It's the code of the air. Brothers, heroes, foes. Killing machine.
Mark, go listen.
In the sky. Flying home. Killing machine. Send goodbye to the cross. See the sun.
Hi, my name is Jovita Tan Stiegler. I would like to thank Sabaton and your song, No Bullets Fly. Because of this, the story of my father will live on. See you on your next concert tour. Safe journey, gentlemen, and again, thank you.
Wow. Wow. That was incredible. That was fantastic. Thank you, first of all, for those of you who recommended that song. That was a great recommendation, phenomenal recommendation, and for letting me know what to somewhat expect there. I still think that it kind of blew me away, even though I was expecting there to be a lot of emotion involved, but it just exceeded what I was even expecting, right? That was fantastic. You know, it frustrates me when I think about all the things that, you know, when I was growing up and went to history class, you know, like we all did, and, you know, went to college and took, you know, some history courses and stuff. You know, there's a lot of events that's taken place in the world, not just in America or in, you know, specific other countries, but just in the world in general. But, you know, this event, I've never even heard of it. And there's a lot of things that I've never heard of. And I guarantee you, if I went out on the street right now and I grabbed 10 people and I said, hey, let me tell you this story, I'm almost 100% positive, you know, and I would make a bet on this that I could, you know, I would get 10 responses that they'd never heard this story before either. This is the kind of stuff that I think needs to be put out there, and kudos to Sabaton for taking these historical events and accurately putting them in music. So not only can you enjoy the music, but you can enjoy and you can learn from history. This is a fantastic concept. Just great, just tremendous. You know, I mean, going straight from the animated portion, which was really cool. And at first I wasn't quite sure exactly what was happening until I began to realize that, you know, the bomber pilot wasn't, you know, had no ill intent toward that plane because it was disabled. He was actually escorting them to, you know, to safety, and that was 100% correct. Had he been discovered, had anyone noticed what he was doing, man, yeah, he wouldn't have made it. And he knows it. We all know it. Kudos to him. Props to him for his bravery and for those courageous actions. And it was just great to, you know, and I always love when I see movies, for example, I like to see if it's a movie that's based on a true story, I like to see, like, you know, the actors, they do their thing, and then at the end, you know, usually a lot of times, a lot of these kind of movies will like show the actual people that these actors portrayed throughout the movie. And I always enjoy that because I always like to see, okay, let me see what the actual people look like. Not necessarily to compare them to the actors or whatever. Do they look the same, whatever? But just to say, these are the actual people. Wow, it's cool to put a name to a face, and, you know, put a face to a name, and know that these are the people who actually lived whatever the event that's in question was. But it was cool to see that these pilots, it was cool to see that they, you know, established that bond, that brotherly bond, that close friendship. Even though at one point they were bitter enemies, they came together. Years later, you know, they met, and it was just fantastic to see. And then at the end, and I thought that was the culmination of the story. And then to see what would have been, I guess it's the great grandson who heard the song, played it for his mom. She ends up being the daughter of the pilot. You know, I mean, it is the one pilot. It is fantastic. That was just, and then to meet the band. I mean, it just was this never-ending loop, it seemed, but just how it all fit together. It was fantastic. That was great. I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to more Sabaton. I mean, you guys are hitting it out of the park with the recommendations, and I've only heard 3 of their songs right now. Like I said, you know, at the outset, I'm trying to avoid hearing anything from them, even accidentally, because I don't want to be surprised. I want to be surprised. I want I don't want to know ahead of time what I'm going to be encountering, when I hit the video, in the song. And I tell you, I was getting goosebumps just when I saw the two pilots talking, and after they showed how they had met, I was getting goosebumps, and I thought, wow, that was incredible. And then, to see the testimony of the daughter, oh man, I was getting emotional. That was fantastic. That was great. That was phenomenal. I really enjoyed that, and I hope that you guys did as well. Wow. Okay, well, that's it for today's episode. Like I said at the outset, if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join this big family. Also hit like and share, and check out down below, I've got a hashtag facethemusicreactions. If you click on that, it'll take you to another page, all my other content's there, or you can just simply go to the playlist section, check out the playlists and all the songs there. I'm sure you'll find a lot of other great artists, songs, and music that you'll enjoy as well. Come on back. We've got a lot of other great stuff in store for you. I'll see you next time right here on Face the Music. Take care.